Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gents. Continuing our Portal 2 run. So far, so good.
So far?
Except for now, you got some robots trying to shoot you.
I got a couple things.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Anyway, question for the day.
Okay.
What is, and this is really going to be a tough question.
Ugh.
What is one piece of advice you would offer your high school self?
Oh, man. Ow.
Only one thing.
Only one? Like one
Anything.
one wish genie.
Anything. One wish genie.
All right, I'm torn between two, but I think I know what I'm going to go. Okay. I think I know.
Stock up on Gatorade Lemon Ice. No?
No. Be less of a dick to my parents.
Cool, I don't have to worry about that.
But yeah, that's what I think.
Why? What would you achieve? Like, how would that make your life better now?
Well, just because viewers don't know this, but like my madre had a handful of like health problems and such, and I wasn't really nice, or I wouldn't say a good human being until later on when I became more of an adult, because I don't know.
So
I'm getting real sentimental.
You want to eliminate that regret?
Yeah, I've said a lot of dumb shit when I was younger that should have thought a little bit more before I just started saying stuff. And so be less of a dick to my parents.
Yeah, all right. Be nicer.
Be nicer. Watch, I'm gonna go suicide. Ooh.
I'm gonna go in a completely opposite direction.
Okay.
Not opposite, different direction.
Okay.
Invest in gold, man. Shoot, when I was in high school, gold was like $400 an ounce, and then maybe like 2 years ago, it was up to $1,800 an ounce. It's around $1,400 now.
So it's 3 times as.
Yeah, use all your high
go
school
for the
job money.
lucrativeness.
Seriously, that's some advice that I could use. I mean, I was always nice to my parents, so I don't have to worry about that one. I mean, like, I don't have, like, I assume when you want to give yourself advice from earlier, it's because you want to take care of regrets that you've got. Mm-hmm. Everyone's always like, I don't have regrets. But, I mean, there's always things that you wish you did differently.
No regrets.
No regrets. Not even one letter.
Not even one letter.
Yeah.
But it's you go lucrative, I go sentimental.
Heck yeah, man.
What is that? What does that say? Therapize that, Jared.
Therapize.
I hate
I
that
love
word.
pie.
You love pie? I'm going to just run. Do you think I can get around him? Oh, suckers! I did it.
So yeah, money for me.
Money for you.
Love for Jared.
Love for. Aww. Well, that was heartbreaking.
For you, maybe. I would be rich.
You
Not
would
really.
be.
I would probably have, like, if I would have used all my high school job money on gold, I probably would have a couple thousand extra
I mean,
dollars.
if I wouldn't have spent any of my high school money, like,
Did you ever think, like, when you were a kid, not a kid necessarily, but when you got older, you're like, I wish I would have saved all the money that I ever made.
Right, because did you start working when you were 14, 15?
I mean, I had like a little jobs here and there, but I probably started a real job when I was a junior, so probably about 16.
But you still got, multiple paychecks that were pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, I didn't pay rent, or I didn't have a phone, I didn't have a car. All my paychecks went probably towards, not to be too candid, but drugs and food.
Things and stuff.
Sorry, Mom.
Oh, well.
That's a high school kid, though.
That is a high school kid. That's essentially what you're doing your stuff on. Okay. Well, now I know. Now I know where your priorities are, sir.
Yeah, buddy. Financial security.
I got you. What are we talking about today? Today we are talking about a gentleman named Robert Cialdini. And Cialdini is he's like the Yoda of social influence and social psych.
Ah, social psych you have.
Social. God.
Funny joke.
There's the reference.
Stole that.
We stole that.
Game Grumps, y'all.
We appreciate their jokes, so we can use them. Is that the right logic behind it?
Anyway, what is this you're talking about?
I'm roasting these. So we have 6 things that provide social influence or persuasion. And the acronym, is that what it is?
An acronym?
An acronym?
Acronym.
Acronym. An acronym. It's like a knack only. So we have 6 of these, and it's broken down into R class. RCLASS.
Yes.
But we're not going to explain them in that order.
Which order are we going in?
R
In which are we going?
SCLAS.
Well, either way. Start.
So
Number 1.
R, reciprocation.
Gift giving for manipulation, as I like to call it.
Is it the same thing? Probably.
Yeah, there's subtle differences, but I mean, honestly, that's what you're saying.
Right. So
if you give somebody something, they're more likely to then return the favor.
Exactly. It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket science, y'all. But the one thing that I would like to potentially caveat this with something of that nature. Oh no, I gotta block. Okay, hold on. It's gonna take some thinking. What I'm gonna take as far as a caveat of this is that you essentially, these are our takeaway from this is how are some of these aspects or some of these instances, how are they? Oh God, I'm gonna screw this up, aren't I?
Yes, you're already doing it.
I'm already screwing it up. I know. How are some of these elements and how are some of these aspects influencing you, and whether or not you like them or you can reflect on them? That's my little piece of takeaway. But so anyways, so we're talking about reciprocation. Have you ever gotten free samples from something before?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Same shit, bro.
You're saying they ain't really free? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that they are giving those to you to manipulate you into buying stuff, as to quote you.
Ooh, one time, this is like kind of separate but kind of the same. I was at the grocery store and they're like, "Hey, do you want a free newspaper?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll take a free newspaper. Why not?" And they go, well, do you want to sign up for the subscription? I was like, "No, I'll just take the free newspaper." Like, well, we're kind of saving the newspapers for people who sign up. I was like, what? So they're not really free at all? You want me to sign up for them? You asked me if I want a free newspaper, and then you deny me the free newspaper. I just wanted to rant about that. I was like, come on.
Because that's essentially what they're doing.
Yeah.
Donations.
They did it incorrectly, though.
Did they?
Yeah, I wasn't going to sign up for something once I realized that they were just dicking me around.
I think this is like a little Easter egg. I don't think I'm really supposed to be
What's
here.
that picture?
I think it's me sleeping, and then tenacity up there, and then that summons heaven or hell.
Bell curve.
Oh, look at all. This is boring.
Anyway, so we get it. When you get a free sample,
that's them doing it. Whenever startup companies and such, they give you random donations and such. Those are elements that you take into consideration. Oh, can I not? I'll just drop it a little bit lower. The next one, number 2, social proof. This is big with laugh tracks, I feel like.
So basically this one is the more people who are doing something, the more likely it is that you are going to also do that thing.
Exactly.
Well, how things get to become trends.
Right. And it's kind of weird because have you ever watched something without the laugh tracks on?
Yeah, I mean, most shows don't have laugh tracks, bro. Modern Family doesn't have a laugh track.
Does it not? Well, that show's quality funny. But like Big Bang Theory also does it.
The thing is with Big Bang Theory, if you hear, and like all laugh tracks, once you start paying attention to the laugh track, it's almost hard to stop listening to it.
You're like, oh,
what the hell?
What am I watching?
But what about when cartoons, like I think Scooby Doo had a laugh track.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
didn't it?
and you're like, how does the cartoon have a laugh track?
Right.
But it's because they're trying to make you. They're like letting you know when something is funny.
And
it's
that's
so
weird.
So weird.
Right, because then you're immediately putting some social influence into it, because then you're just essentially tricking people into thinking your show is funny.
Right.
When it's not.
When really your show should just be funny.
My life is a lie right now because now I need to go back and watch old Scooby Doo shit and see if it was actually funny. Just mute it and watch with the closed captions and see if the jokes were even like remotely funny.
Yeah, I mean, they were probably funny enough.
But it's funny enough.
Like when
really
Scooby Doo gets scared and runs away, and I was like,
oh. Because they would make that and then he'd run away. It was like the floor was buttered.
Maybe that show was animated in front of a live studio audience.
Right.
We tried it for a while. It got tiring on the animator's hands.
Right.
That's a Simpsons joke.
Was it? I was like, where are we going with that? I'm confused, G-Money.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But it is. Well, maybe we can do the third one. All right, we'll talk about the third one.
Well, let's just talk about an example, a practical example of that. People following trends, the more people are involved. There was just an episode of Brain Games where they set up a line.
Yep.
It was a wait. There was like a sign and then some ropes, and it said it was a non-specific sign that said wait here for something amazing to happen. I can't remember.
Right.
And nobody waited in it for maybe like 30 minutes because nobody else was there, and they're like, oh, this is weird. But as soon as 2 people stood in that line, every like 30 seconds and then even quicker, people just started showing up, and eventually there was like 200 people waiting in that line within the same amount of time that it took just the 2 people to get there.
For no reason.
No, for no reason, because people saw a line and they just thought, hey, other people are doing it, I'll do it too.
It drives me crazy sometimes
Yeah, but
thinking about it.
It doesn't even matter who you are. You are definitely more influenced when more people are doing it.
Is it a bad thing that we just talked that whole thing out, and I figured out what I was doing wrong?
No.
No? Okay.
That's what you should be doing. That's your job.
That's my job, to figure out the video games and play the video games better. But yeah, this all social influence, persuasion, and conformity. That's really the big umbrella of what we're kind of talking about right now.
Yeah, the reasons why you're persuaded.
Persuaded.
The reasons why you are persuaded, or how you can persuade others.
Oh, yeah. And don't use this for bad.
Yeah, do it whatever you want.
The surprise, I'm not ready for a surprise yet, but don't use these things for bad, because I feel like if you use persuasion techniques or social influence techniques to manipulate people into negative or deviant behaviors, I feel like the long term is not going to happen. See, I'm smart. I'm going to wait until next episode because I have a feeling that that's some bullshit in there. What's going to happen?
All right.
All right. So like and comment if you enjoy what we're talking about. Do the same thing if you don't enjoy what we're talking about, because we care about what you think.
Yeah, and come back for more questions.
Well, if you want to see us play any particular games
Well,
or talk about any particular topics.
I was just going to say, because we're not done with this particular topic.
No, we're not. That's very true.
We're going to continue it in the next episode.
We got 4 more.
Yes.
Oh, crap. All right.
So yeah, comment if you want to hear us talk about anything particular, or see us play anything particular. But we are going to continue this topic next time.
Exactly. So come back for more questions.
Bye.
Bye.